Hi everybody, welcome to this Rookie Division general playthrough with general win directions for the College Football Playoff 18-hole cup. Please hit the thumbs up on this video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, very warm welcome. Loads of content on the channel homepage. Full 9 of Juniper Point, full 9 of Southern Pines mixed together for this one. Timestamps in the video description down below. Remember, you will need to tweak according to the win directions you have during the tournament and also for your clubs, balls and play style. But bear in mind, as with all rookie content here on the channel, we are using true rookie clubs. These are old replays, so the ball attribute levels are the old style. So if you hear me refer to power 1, that is now power 2, power 3 is now power 6, and so on. If you're playing Pro and Expert and Master, we have some content on the channel homepage as well. Good luck, here we go. We have headwind here, so I'm going to use a Kingmaker. Finding the position there, a little bit of the yellow ring inside the rough at max, 4.5 topspin and 3 bars side spin to the left. We're using the Kingmaker not really because of the wind resistance, although that does help, but we need the left spin because we don't have much curl available with rookie clubs. Maximum overpower and full left curl with the extra mile level 6, and you can see there we do hit a minor great ball, but still going to be absolutely fine, and this ball makes it very nicely to the fringe for an easy eagle wedge. Going to go with the backbone and a navigator ball. And we're going to play with a little bit of backspin, 2 bars backspin and just under half a bar of side spin to the left. Blue ring touching the sand there on the left, and look where the second bounce is. Just count the number of rows in that we are on the green, and it looks about 5 or 6 squares in. Then we are going to adjust medium distance with 10% elevation. Mid plus 10. With the result here, we do miss slightly low, so I would recommend that you just push up a little bit with your landing position. We just need to aim maybe a quarter of a square, half a square further on, because look, we're just lacking in pace. We need to catch a bit more of the slope further on, but it's a good first look. We go aggressive on the right side, extra mile 6 with a berserker, full topspin, and just aim straight down the middle. I'm not doing any adjustment here because we have pretty much straight headwind. Full OP, and you have room for great left and great right with this fairway as well. We did hit perfect. Again, this hole, as with some of the other par 5s in this course, is going to suit bigger clubs. The other option here is you go with big topper, although I do believe extra mile 6 gave me slightly more distance than the level of big topper that I had. Now, we didn't do a very good shot here on shot number 2, but I want to show it just in case. I wanted to use top spin and left spin here, stretching out. Obviously, we do have to overpower as it is, but we also need more overpower because we are just into the red. So I go with 4 rings. It's not enough, needed to add some more here. My adjustment was max plus 0. So did need to go with more overpower. As you'll see here, we do clip the rough and roll out. However, it's still savable, and the reason for including this is going to show you what to do should you get anywhere around this region of fairway. And we can go for a dunk, and that's what I do here to save the eagle. I'm almost at minimum distance, so I go max backspin with the thorn, aim with the arrows at the back of the cup. Now the adjustment I use here is min plus 10%. This is because we're not quite at minimum distance. Obviously this is one you're going to have to just work out and really take a best estimate of where you are in your club range. If you're not feeling confident with the dunk, obviously just play standard backspin shot, hold yourself near the green for the eagle, but hopefully your second shot will go a lot better than mine did here. Thankfully we did save this one very nicely for an eagle, but like I said, not everybody's cup of tea going for the dunk. Going here with extra mile for the distance and a tighten. Max topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right, adjusting max plus 10. Then once we're done, we are pushing back up to max distance of our club. Then going to put some right curl. If you do have extra mile level 5, I would add 2 rings of overpower. But we're not risking the bunker here because we have pushed up a little bit as well. We've got plenty of room there. And anywhere down here is going to be nice to set up a rough bump. If you don't feel confident going with a rough bump, pack the Saturn, go with max backspin, bounce directly on the green. But the rough bump is the best opportunity. I have a little bit too much topspin here. 3.5 bars, even 3.2, I think is going to be more appropriate. I also over adjust this shot. Not the most consistent shot to be playing here, but it does offer you the best chance at an eagle on this tricky par 4. I go mid distance plus 10, and I think I needed to go mid 0 or even slightly less than mid here. You've just got to work out as best you can where you are in your club range. But I would definitely go with 0 for elevation. Decent speed, could have maybe knocked a little bit of topspin off, but it's a decent effort for an eagle. Going for rough bump here with power 3 ball and the sniper. Putting on a couple of bars of backspin. Needed to take a little bit of backspin off though. This one does pull up short, but my mistake here, I also tried to pull myself a bit further down the slope. My first attempt came in hot, so I'm trying a deliberate pull angle here. Didn't really work out, so we do need a tweak on this one. Either way, it's max plus 10. And you do have a decent chance of a drop here with the rough bump, but you will need power 2 or power 3 ball, otherwise you will be in between clubs. I am going to recommend you try and play between the trees. It may be a little bit scary. If you don't fancy it, then obviously play out to the left, bouncing over the bunker, but you will then have to use curl on your second shot. Go with the Titan, 4.5 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right at max distance of the club, and then we are going to aim just slightly left of centre between the two tree trunks so that we are going to clear the branches. Maximum distance, 10% elevation on this adjustment. Then, once we are done, we're going to push back up to max, which is only going to be 2 or 3 yards. Then, the last part of the equation, we do need to hit perfect. Obviously, great balls to the left and the right may well risk clipping the tree branch. So that is the risk you're going to take with this shot, but I do believe if you want to go an aggressive route for the albatross, this is the way to play. Clears the branches very nicely and rolls out 359 yards. From there, we're going to play in between minimum and medium distance with the backbone. 2 bars backspin, 1 bar side spin to the left, and aim as best you can to the pin with the ball guide that you either will or will not have according to your club level. Then we are going to adjust in between minimum and medium distance with 10% elevation. So in between min and mid with 10% extra for elevation. Then we are going to take our shot. However, you will need to hit perfect. I do not do that. I hit a great ball to the right. However, with my experience of club accuracies, I do believe with a perfect this would have been very, very close, if not dropping for an albatross. I inadvertently trimmed this video too much, but the spin that we're using here is 3.8 bars backspin, no side spin with the marlin, and aim with the bullseye there right in the centre of that fairway pad. If you need to check your position, look at the second bounce being on the green where it was there. Adjustment here, medium distance, 10% elevation. Small tweak needed here though, we do miss this one ever so slightly above the pin. So a little bit of a tweak needed to our aim. This is a tricky par 3 to be honest, and just to get this close is very, very nice indeed. So a little bit of a tweak, just need to aim half a square to the left. We have an extra mile 6 here with the Titan going full top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, stretch out, find your position, adjust max plus 10, and then push back up to max. I didn't go with full overpower with the extra mile 6. We could have gone with a little bit more though. You'll see why when we get to the second shot. If you have extra mile 5, definitely go with max overpower because you have less distance on the driver. Minor greats, okay, we've got plenty of room there as you can see on the landing point, and we roll very nicely. And you'll see here, should have gone with a bit more overpower though. We are just at max distance of the backbone. So here's the second shot. Look, not much room for manoeuvre there. So maybe a tad bit more overpower would be nice. 3 bars of backspin here. And then aim as best as you can at the pin. Adjust this one max plus 10. So max plus 10, you'll see here we do just slightly miss here, so we do need to take care with our aim. Always difficult with true rookie clubs with the lack of a decent ball guide. But you'll see here with the 3 bars backspin, does come in with a very, very nice speed. It bounces there, but just skims on the left edge, so a bit more care needed on the aim. Good chance for an eagle. Playing this with the sniper and a quasar. And there are the spins there. Half a bar of backspin, 1.5 bar side spin to the right. Blue ring touching the rough on the right. And then we adjust this one, mid plus 10. And then we're going to just take our shot. No curl, because the wind is going to push us in from the right to the left. And we want the ball here to take the slope up on the back of the green. Does a little turn there and comes in very, very nicely for a hole-in-one. Going to play out to the left side here, as it is the best chance for an albatross in my opinion. With a Titan, 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, red ring touching the rough. Second bounce clearly over the rough, but do not aim too high here. Just rewind the video, get your landing position sorted. Adjustment, medium distance, 20% elevation, and then we are going to hit perfect. Minor great left, great right might still be okay, however with club accuracy, it all depends really. If it is a hefty great ball to the left or right, you may well clip the rough. So do try and hit perfect. Second shot, playing with the Viper here. And we are in medium distance of club, however I will still use max numbers. 1.5 bars backspin here is what we're doing. However, we just need to aim right edge of cup here. I aim at the pin and we are going to miss this slightly to the left. So, adjustment here, even though we are not at max distance club, play max numbers with 10% elevation. Max plus 10. Obviously, if you've got a better driver with more ball guide, go with that. But we do hit perfect here, so we are giving it a chance. But like I said, we do just need to aim slightly right of the pin, as this ball will curl to the left. But not a bad first look there. Very easy eagle. Now with this hole, ignore my top spin. I would like you to play with just under 4 bars of top spin, but the setup is going to be the same with a navigator. Set up with half of the red ring in the rough just before the plus yardage is displayed with extra mile level 6. However, like I said, do go with less topspin because in lower winds you will roll too far. So 3.8 topspin would be my suggestion. Adjustment here, maximum distance, 10% elevation. If you adjust into overpower, then don't worry, you should still be fine without having to apply any overpower because we're still going to be in thorn range. As it happens here, we do roll a bit near to the bunker. However, like I said, I did play the drive subsequently with 3.8. We will finish slightly further back, which is meaning here that we can play with the thorn nearer minimum distance. I find the minimum distance line first, and then I push forward so that the yellow ring is just before the fringe. I'm not going to use any spin, so look at the second and third bounce to check your ball guide, but aim at the pin. Then here, with the adjustment, because we are not quite at minimum distance, then we need to play minimum numbers minus 10% elevation, as this is uphill, plus 0.1. If you go further on your drive, and you are nearer to minimum distance where you land first here, then just play min minus 10. But because we had to push up about 10 rings, I'm adding 0.1. So min minus 10% elevation plus 0.1. Drops very nicely right at pin. No move target, so select the Viper and the Marlin before you enter the hole. Then do not touch the target. Simply add spin first, 1.2 top spin, half a bar side spin to the right, and then we adjust our rings. Medium distance, 10% elevation. Try and adjust as accurately as you can. It is difficult when the hole is as slopey as it is here. Then we're going to take our shot and hit perfect, and a very, very good chance here Bounces very nicely, very good speed, but just missing to the right hand side. But we do get a zoom in on this tricky par 3. Interesting shot here. It is a slice, so don't go with it if you're not comfortable, but also be careful of the wind angle here. Look very carefully where I'm setting up. 3 bars of topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right, going to a katana, and I'm going at plus 8 yards, white ring touching the rough. If you have a stronger wind than this, back up your target a good few yards, because I did try this again with a higher wind and actually went into the rough. 3 rings of overpower, or you could go with 2 in higher wind as well, and go with a full curl and full slice release. As you see there, there's plenty of room on that, but like I say, do be careful in higher winds. This is a variable shot, you need to be careful, so have that as a disclaimer. Sniper here, I don't have enough for the backspin shot, so instead I go with a rough bump. Obviously if you have higher level sniper, you'll have more topspin here, but the idea is the same. You can obviously change to a guardian if you want to bounce after the rough and take a very safe eagle, or you can go with sniper with more topspin and try the rough bump. The choice is yours. Either way, you know, hopefully the slice will go well. Be careful with your setup though, and aim at the tree as I did. Just rewind the video if you need to. If you don't feel confident going with the slice, obviously lay up to the left and then pack your big dog. Go with topspin and right curl to the green of that route as well. So you've got a couple of choices here. Katana ball going with 4.5 topspin and max side spin to the right. Setting up here for the bounce over, I adjust this one medium distance plus 10. And once we've adjusted this one, we are going to take our shot, and I'm going with the edge of the ball just outside the adjustment ring to the right. Bounces very, very nicely there. Be mindful of a great right. If you want to give yourself a bit more room, move more to the left and then go with a little bit more curl. Second shot, there is a funnel here on the green. I don't have the ball guide to find it because these are true rookie clubs, so I'm showing you a different option going more directly at the pin. 4.5 bar backspin, 2 bar side spin to the left. Look at the second bounce here. If you replicate the drive, I'm pretty sure if you play mid plus 10 like I do here, you've got a very good chance of this ball dropping for an eagle. So mid plus 10 is the adjustment here, and we hit perfect. And as you can see, just drops in left edge very nicely for an eagle. I'm going to show you a route with the Berserker here. You can go with a Titan or a Kingmaker, but you would have to go, I feel, max overpower instead. So putting Berserker on, yellow ring centered on the fairway at max distance, 4.5 topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Then we adjust max plus 10. It takes us into half a ring of overpower, but I'm going to add more to compensate for the headwind. So I'm going with 2 rings of overpower and no curl. If you do have stronger wind, you might want to go with a little bit more overpower than this. Just have to judge what is best. Second bounce very nicely into the rough and just rolls out very nicely for an eagle wedge. Katana needed here for the side spin on the second shot. 1.5 bar top spin, 2 bar side spin to the left. Second bounce just beyond the rough. Do not set up too high up here, otherwise you will roll long. And definitely don't need any more than 1.5 bars top spin. You could, if you want to play a bit more conservatively, go with 1 bar to be on the safe side. Max plus 15 is the adjustment here. Max plus 15. Then we bounce very nicely. Bounces very clearly over the rough and rolls nicely along the fairway. 328 yards. From here I'm showing you a shot with the Guardian. The mistake I make here is though I aim too close to the fringe because I forgot I do not have max backspin. But I'm going with all the backspin that I have and 3 bars of right spin. But here we do need to aim at least 2 rings further back. Adjustment medium distance, 20% elevation, and then I am going with half of the ball outside the adjustment ring to the right. Then we're going to take our shot, but as you can see, we just bounce a little bit nearer to the fringe. Had we have been 2 rings further back, we would have held very nicely for an eagle putt. Tricky par 3 here, going with the sniper and a quasar, and I'm setting up a little bit more to the left. I don't want to risk the rough on the right. We go with a little bit of topspin and 1 bar side spin to the left, I do believe. Could reduce the topspin a little bit here, the tailwind. We have a 5 mile an hour wind. It's fairly strong for rookie, to be honest, so you could take a little bit of topspin off here if you wish. Adjustment here, I go medium distance with 10% extra. Perfect away. And there we see, rolls very nicely. We do miss slightly to the right, but we've got a very safe birdie. 4.5 top, 1 left. I'm going with the extra mile 6 so that I don't need to overpower the big topper. And I'm going to set this one super close to the rough. Adjust max plus 10. Takes us into overpower with a berserker. 1 ring of OP needed. Do not get giddy with the overpower. I would rather bounce short of the rough and be safe than clipping the rough, because then you've no chance of an eagle. We're okay here, look. Maybe could have gone a smidge more, but better safe than sorry. And it rolls down here. Make sure you do aim in the right place here. You want to take the trees out of the equation on the second shot. Very difficult here, and we are still a little bit short, so we just have to make do and try and lay up for an easy wedge. So I'm stretching out, trying to find a good position here. This is, like I say, a tricky hole in this wind. I reduce to about 4.5 topspin, going with 2 bars of right spin. I'm going to adjust max plus 0. And as you see here, we are already needing full overpower to reach over, and we're adjusting into overpower, so we have to give it full beans. And I'm playing with some curl to the right. Do need to go with more curl though, because we do clip the rough here. Concentrate on hitting perfect. Very, very difficult second shot. We just clear it with a big dog level 6. Catch the rough there. I do think missing the rough would have been nice, but we still have a makeable wedge for eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.